can you tell us about, are you facing any challenges in terms of society, or what challenges are you facing?
Well, I guess I'll speak on behalf of the whole constituency of persons with albinism. You know, name calling is still an issue here in Zimbabwe. You walk around and little kids look at you and they just call you whatever they think, you know. And you find that there are some people who don't want to associate with us or even sit next to someone with albinism because of the myths and misconceptions that go about. Some people think it's contagious. So they think if I sit next to you, if I touch you, if maybe just if I just look at you, I'm also going to have albinism. So you find people who don't want to interact with you. You find people who don't understand the condition, who just think that if you tell them you can't be in the sun, maybe at school, they think you're just making up stories. So there's a lot of misunderstanding of what albinism is. And that really affects us a lot because you end up being called names. And sadly, late last year, we had an attempted abduction of one of our members in Borodale. Somebody just disembarked from a public service vehicle, and as they were walking towards home, a car nearly abducted them. They were dragged into the car, and then eventually they escaped. But it was sad to learn that people are trying to abduct persons with albinism for reasons best known to them. So there's still a lot of negativity towards the condition that we experience on a day-to-day living.
Okay, Gamu, can you tell us about how you are overcoming these challenges?
Okay, what we're doing as an organization, we're trying to conscientize the society about what albinism really is. Because like Brian said, people have got misconceptions about this condition. They think that we are cases, we are ghosts, there's just so much that goes on around. So what we do, we try to come up with awareness campaigns whereby we try to conscientize the society. We go on radio, on TV, Facebook, wherever we get the opportunity to just make noise about what albinism is, we do that.
Okay. All right, so as an organization, what are you doing or activities are all those who are albinism?
Okay, what we do as an organization, we try to lobby with the right authorities for them to see sunscreen lotions at a cheaper cost. Though recently, the recent budget yakabuda ichinzi sunscreen lotions achabatare tuti. But the fact yakuti joni Zimbabwe now atina production ye sunscreen lotion. So you find out kuti sunscreen lotion yedu ichiri kuti durira. Ichiri around $70-80. And for someone like me, I may need 2 bottles of those a month. So that's about $140-150. So we try to lobby and try to also look for donors. Vanokwanisa kuti donate those sunscreen lotions, whichever help they can give us, whether they could be hats, there could be sunscreen lotions, there could be long sleeve clothing, it could be sunglasses, they can be helpful to us. So we try to look for donors so that we can also give members of our constituents.
Wow, that's a good thing. And Brian, do you believe or not so someone in albinism anokwanisa kuita mabasa aya akaita sana carpentry building anoda kuti ushandire pane zuva?
Yes, munane albinism chanogonda chete is the right kind of protection. You know, albinism in itself is an impairment, which means there are certain things that you cannot do that others can do. But once you get the necessary resources, you can be able to work. For example, somebody's going to work maybe in an environment you put exposed to the sun. Then they need to use sunscreen, like what Gamu has said. They also need to make sure that they wear protective clothing, so that not a great part of their body is exposed to the sun. So there's need for long-sleeved clothes, slacks, you know, a large brim sun hat. Then somebody can work. We can do pretty much anything. And they also need sunglasses, or maybe glasses that help with enlarging what they are looking at if you are going to be reading. I like your question because it's something that is an issue with employers not wanting to employ people with albinism because they believe that people can't work. But then, if somebody is qualified for a job, they can do it just like anyone else. As long as they get what they need,
Exactly.
they can be able to work.
Okay. So, can you tell us, Kuti, do your parents cope? Nenye Kuti, how do they feel? How do they handle all those situations? You know, my societies, people talk, but not to himself feel comfortable. How do your parents cope?
I'm glad that my parents were able to stay together, and they came up, you know, they studied more about albinism, such that my mother knows a lot about albinism, some things I don't even know, because she was always researching on it, you know, what do I need, what should I not do, and all that. But unfortunately, I think my parents only constitute probably less than 10% of the case studies here in Zimbabwe. Close to 90% of people with albinism are being raised by single mothers. Because once a child with albinism is born, the father usually leaves the family because of pressure from their side of the family, where they are told that this is not our child. You know, we don't have this in our family. And so a lot of fathers leave their children. Interestingly, when they go and start new families, they still have children with albinism. And they end up, you know, having a lot of such kids. So a lot of parents don't understand that albinism is a genetic condition which is as a result of both parents having the recessive gene. So, you know, it's not a result of just the mother having the gene that causes albinism or the father having it. It takes both partners having it for albinism to be manifest in the child. So it's something that comes from both parents. They contribute towards having a child with albinism.
All right.